opinions, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
What's going on, y'all? All Talk Radio, and welcome to the DontaesBoxingNation show. I am your host, Dante, and joining me tonight, we got some special guests. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about tonight, guys. In the studio with me, let me first introduce my man right here. This is one of the best trainers in the world right now. He is the father and the trainer of Showtime Shawn Porter, Mr. Kenny Porter, right here. And also, let me introduce to you guys, this man is going to be my co-host by way of phone, Mr. 78 Sports TV. And like I said, we're going to have Mr. Showtime himself on the phone with us in a minute. So welcome to the show, guys. And let's go ahead and get it in. All right, so we're waiting for Showtime to call in right now. My producer, he's going to let me know when Showtime is actually called in. But first things first, I want to go ahead and welcome Mr. Kenny Porter. How you doing, Kenny?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
All right, man. Now, first thing I want to ask, I was going to ask Shawn this, but since we started with you, I'm going to ask you this, man. Now, you basically came into the fight. Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations for the win over Devon Alexander.
Thank you.
Now, you came into the fight as an underdog, right? But you shocked the world and you end up winning. How has things changed? How have you guys been received by the boxing world and the community since that win?
Oh, well, actually, I came back home here to Vegas. Shawn kind of been out doing the Showtime Shawn Porter tour, so I haven't been a part of that. So nothing's changed for me. I just came back home and did the holiday thing. But actually, this is probably my first interview since the fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the first time I came out for an interview, yes.
Cool. I'm glad I got the first one with you, man. All right, we got Shawn on yet? Okay, we don't have Shawn on yet. So let me go ahead and ask you this, man. Before we talk about the future, because we're going to talk about that with you and your son, but I want to ask you about the Manny Pacquiao situation. It seems to me like it's even more relevant and more significant now since we're seeing all the changes that's going on in the sport of boxing right now. Now, you sparred with, like I said, your son, he sparred. First of all, how many sessions, just an estimate, would you say you guys spar with him? How many rounds or how many sessions would you say? Just a rough estimate.
Let's see. If I had to just take a rough estimate, I would say possibly close to 50 rounds.
Close to 50 rounds?
Probably, yeah. If not more. We did a month in the Philippines with him in 2010.
Okay.
Then we came back to LA, and we got back to LA. We were fired. We were done. We lost that job. And then the next time when we were back in 2011, we were in the Philippines, give or take a month again. Came back, and this time what Freddie Roach came up with a very good idea was he got rid of all the other sparring partners and kept Shawn. So Shawn and Manny banged it out the entire way, all the way up to a fight for that was the Sugar Shane Mosley fight.
Okay. So now you got to tell me, Kenny. Now this is probably the only situation where it's almost a compliment when you're getting fired. So tell us, man, exactly what got you guys fired? Something happened in that ring, obviously.
Well, you know what? They had a lot of spirited sparring sessions, and a lot of those sparring sessions that they had, it was worth the price of admission. Mm-hmm. And there were times that Freddie Roach, pretty much had to say, that's it. We had enough of Shawn Porter. So, on one particular occasion, it really was one of them days that Shawn had a good day, and Manny was having a great day as well. You know what I'm saying? But one of them days that they said, okay, that's it. You guys are done. You can come to the fight. We'll give you a ticket. We'll buy you dinner. But that's it. You're done. So he did really well.
Yeah. So I want you, if you can elaborate on what we talked about when you said you basically went to your hotel room, found out the doors were locked or whatever.
Oh, definitely.
You came back. Elaborate. Let everybody know how you came back and you asked Freddie Roach, like, what's up, man? How'd that conversation go?
You know what? I think that wasn't on Freddie. I know that wasn't on Freddie. That's not the way Freddie handles business. But we got to our hotel, and they told us that you guys, are no longer being, paid to be here. Your hotel room is no longer being taken care of. and you have to pay for it yourself. And that was a shocker to me, you know what I mean? Because nobody gave me no kind of head up on that situation. So, yeah, I went to Freddie, directly to Freddie, immediately, right then from that time. The hotel that they use is connected. The parking lots are connected to the gym. Mm-hmm. So I just walked right over and I said, hey, what's going on? I just went over here, and they said, our kids don't work no more, and we're not being taken care of over there. And he said, I need to talk to you. He asked me to sit down. It was like, when they put you in the office and you're getting let go from your job. He put his arm around me and he said, basically, quote unquote, Shawn is too good.
Wow.
And this was at the time, he was a young pro, just been in boxing maybe a year. And, I'm saying, okay, I understand what you're saying to me, but this is not the way it should be handled.
Yeah.
Someone should have said something, what was going on and what was going to be going on. And he said, okay, I'm going to take care of all of that right now. He wasn't aware of what they had done. He said, I'll take care of all that right now. So he stepped in out of pocket himself and took care of the hotel and took care of the ride over to Los Angeles from there, and the hotel and the tickets and everything were taken care of by Freddie Rhodes. So, he handled the business like it should have been taken care of. Someone else looked at it and said, okay, we need this kid out of here.
Yeah. So they thought they was getting a sparring partner, and they got something totally different, basically.
No, he's never been a sparring partner to anybody. And I've always looked at sparring sessions as learning sessions, or sessions that you use to improve your conditioning and improve different things that you need to be working on that are fight specific.
Yeah.
So what Manny needed at that particular time was someone that could fight similar to Sugar Shane Mosley, and that's the way Freddie looked at it. And every day we would go back, and him and I would sit and discuss what happened in sparring sessions and discuss what he wanted in the next session. Yeah. And it always worked out perfectly. Someone else behind the scenes decided, hey, you know what, we need to get rid of this kid because he's not doing, he's not making us look good.
Yeah. Absolutely. And first, let me go ahead and introduce my man Showtime. We got him on the phone right now. Showtime, you there? Shawn Porter, you there?
No, this is 78.
Yeah, I know we got you 78. Well, go ahead, 78. I'm going to go ahead and, you got any questions for Mr. Porter over here?
Yeah, absolutely. First, how you doing, Kenny? This is an honor for me, a privilege for me to speak to you. Also, I want to ask you, with the father and son tandems in boxing, historically there seems to be a lot of outside influences trying to come between father and son. Have you yourself ever experienced any outside influences trying to come between you and Shawn?
Oh yeah, I've experienced that, and that's your first question. I'm doing well. Everything is good. I had a great holiday. So, like I said to Dante, this is actually the first interview I've had since I've been home to Vegas, and it's a pleasure to be here. But yeah, I've dealt with that with him since the amateurs. I've dealt with that with him since he was junior national champion. Since he was silver glove national champion. Yeah. Where some other guy looks at that, he may be a head coach, and he looks at that situation and says, I want that kid on our team to, fill that spot at that weight class, but I don't want his father here because I want to control the kid. So, yeah, we've dealt with it. You deal with that just like you deal with preparation for a fight. I know that coming into it that I'm going to have to deal with that.
Absolutely. Now, I think we do have Mr. Showtime, Shawn Porter on the phone now. Showtime, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you guys doing?
What's going on, man? Thanks for joining the show. I appreciate you guys taking some time out to do this. I know things have been real busy for you. Now, I'm going to start off asking you the same thing I asked your dad. I want to say congratulations again for the win over Devon Alexander. How have you guys been received by the boxing community and the boxing world since that win? How have things changed since then?
He's probably gonna say. I'll probably say the same thing he said. Not much has changed. We still, do the same things we always do. We take a week to rest, and then we start preparing for the next one. So, but I have been home in Ohio, and I've been received by the community and the different universities and radio stations TV stations that I've done interviews for, and everything has been a lot of fun. Last night I was actually introduced at the Cavaliers basketball game, which was just a lot of fun to be there, and a joy to be able to get on that court and be recognized by the fans there that night.
Nice. Now let me ask you, before we talk about your future. You still okay? I thought you were still talking. Let me talk about your future plans, Shawn. Now, after you beat Devon, or let me say, leading up to the fight, Devon was talking a lot of trash. You know, he was saying you were just an amateur fighter, you was a sparring partner. After you beat him, what type of personal conversations did you guys have? Like when behind closed doors, was he a little bit more humble? Did he say anything to you that we don't know about?
Yeah, you know what? Definitely more humble. I think. Even leading up to the fight, he seems to be more of a quiet, humble guy. But he chose to, say some off-the-wall things about us fighting in the amateurs and things that you just named. But after the fight, I just walked up to him. I said, "Thank you, for the good fight and all that good stuff." And that was it. Nothing more, nothing more than that. But just how I am, I don't really have too much communication with someone I just beat.
Yeah. Did he ever ask for a rematch or anything like that, or is that pretty much a closed chapter?
No, I think what, because we shook hands right after the match. It was before the announcement was made, and I don't know how he felt, if he thought he won the match or whatever. But he didn't say anything. He didn't give me a smile or anything like that, as if he would like to do it again or anything like that. But if there's a rematch out there, I'm sure my father will handle it accordingly. We'll do whatever my dad wants us to do.
Absolutely. Now, Shawn, did that fight play out the exact way you envisioned it? Because I know it played over and over in your head. Did it play out the exact same way you thought it would?
It did. I think one thing I was surprised at was how flat-footed he came out, and that only worked for our advantage. I think he wanted to come out and show that he could be there and fight me, and that just was exactly what we wanted him to do. It wasn't what we exactly expected him to do, but it was what we wanted him to do. So I think I could say that I pretty much controlled that match from round 1 to round 12, and even then going back and looking at the fight, I was pleased with a lot of things that I had done, but also I saw a lot of mistakes that I made, even with the good performance that I did have. So that just let me know that I need to keep working, and there's more that I can do.
Yeah, absolutely. You got anything 78 on that?
Actually, I can't hear anything Shawn is saying. I can only hear you and Kenny, but I can't hear anything from Shawn at all.
Okay. Well, go ahead and Shawn, can you hear 78 talking?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Can you hear 78 Sports TV talking? You hear anyone else on the microphone right now?
I couldn't really hear him.
How you doing, Shawn?
I could barely hear him, man. I'm sorry. I could hear someone talking. I knew someone was talking, but I didn't hear a word that was said.
That's cool. We'll try to straighten that out later on.